Hello, my dear students. Welcome to another episode of Terabyte Series Selective ICT Practical. My name is Tim Crine, and today I'm going to take you through the 2015 School Candidate Elective ICT Paper 3, Question 3, which happens to be the QBASIC question. Remember, Sebrew has already taken you through the first and second questions. Remember, the 2015 question comes with HTML, which Sabrew has taken you through already. And then we have the second question, which is the database question, which Sabrew has already discussed it. But today, my duty is to take you through the QBASIC program, which is simply here, question 3, which is shown here. And before we go on, I'll first of all read the question. So the question says that, let me open it wide, and then for you to see it clearly. Write a QBASIC program to sort a number of elements in ascending order. Display the result on screen in the format given below. We have our number with it underlined. So we have 20, 30, 5, 16, 50, and 26. And then its sorted number, the results that needs to appear is 5, 6, 20, 26, 30, and 50 in that ascending order. And after that, we save our program as sorted. So this is the question that is required. So first of all, if you don't have the QBASIC IDE installed on your PC, quickly you can go to Google, and then in the search engine, so we type Google, in the search engine, you just type QBASIC. So my PC is 64-bit, so I type 64 and then download the IDE of the QBASIC. I've downloaded it already. Remember, if your PC is 32-bit, you have to type the 32-bit QBASIC IDE. And this is what you are supposed to download. So for mine is 64-bit, and this is what I have already downloaded. So it's pretty simple and easy to download. Do so, and let's continue. Because I've downloaded mine already, I have mine already installed here. So this is my 64-bit QBASIC, which is pretty nice here. So I click on OK, and then we simply begin. And remember, I have to divide my PC. I take my QBASIC at the left, and then I bring my question to the right for you to see it well. So it's pretty simple and easy, right? So now we can begin. And anytime you are given a problem like this QBASIC, so they want us to write a program to sort number of elements. So in solving any QBASIc problem, you have to always look out for these, I would say, 6 key things. The first one, you have to look through a question and see how you are going to declare your variable, how you are going to put in your inputs, your outputs, which is your print statements that will bring these results, and then look through whether there is a calculation. And when you look at this question, there is no calculation in this question, but obviously we are going to look, consider conditions, because we have to sort this set of numbers. So when you are going through, you know that we use the if statement, and then we are going to also use a loop, because the loop is what will repeat these numbers. So we'll obviously use the for loop. So let's quickly begin by coming to our QBASIC IDE and quickly start. So first of all, type CLS. CLS simply means clear screen. Then I bring my rem statement. Rem is simply a remark. I have to write a remark to make my program presentable for any other programmer. So I say program to sort a number of digits, or the number of elements, number of elements, which is n, number of elements, which is n, as you can see here, in ascending order. In ascending order. So this is my remark. Then I continue to declare my inputs with a variable. So I begin with inputs. Then I say that enter the number of digits to sort. I bring a comma and then declare my variable, which is n. Using the for loop to type in my numbers, I say for x equals 1 to n. That is a syntax for loops, and for loop always goes with next. So I will do that pretty soon. So I said input. I go on with the inputs that will enable me to enter the unsorted numbers. So I said inputs a into brackets s. I close my bracket nicely before I end my loop next, and for loop ends with next s. Good. So now we can give room for another set of loop. So I said for x equals 1 to n, which is the syntax for the for loop. Then I say b into bracket s should be equal to a into bracket, into bracket s. Then I end my for loop with next s. Good. So we are now coming to the sorted. So I'm going to use what we call the bubble sort. So I'll type it here in a comment. And in programming, when you are commenting, we use the single quotes as I've done here, let me pick my for you to see, as I have done here, the closing single quote, which is there nicely. So I can close it and continue. Okay, let me type it again. So using the bubble sorts, so I declare my for loop again. S equals 1 to n. Then I say for again, for y equals 1 to n minus s. Then I have to declare my condition, which you see here, the condition that will enable me to swap the numbers, which is unsorted, to sorted in ascending order. So what I have to declare is the if condition. So if a into bracket y is greater than a into bracket y plus 1 bracket close, then, so if always goes with then swap. Then the program needs to swap the numbers. Swap a into bracket y and a into bracket y plus 1 bracket closes. Then we always end if with an if. So end if, and if, and we have to end our 2 for loops that we have opened. So let's S. All right, so we begin with the first one, rather. Let's Y. Next S. Good. So we can collect screen again, CLS, and then we declare our print statement, print, and we are printing this on screen. It says display the results on screen in the format below. So we first of all type the number. I have my number here. Then we have the sorted at the right side, sorted. Good. Then there is underlined on each heading. So I bring the print statement again, which declares my outputs. Then it's asterisk. We use asterisk to underline the same way you have to also do. And then do for the sorted 2. All right. Then we can go ahead and then declare the sorted numbers. So I said for S equals 1 to n prints b x comma a x. Then we have to end our for loop with next S. We can end the program now. So QBASIC program is always end with the end statement. If you don't know this, go to the textbook and then learn it so well. Learn all the keywords that I've used in this program. So now we can save. Remember, I said with the last, it says save the program as sorted. So I go to file, and remember, anytime that you are saving a QBASIC, you have to save it on the desktop on which your solutions are in the folder. So I will do so. I want to create my folder on the desktop, and then always you have to type your initials and your index number. And my initial is F for Felix, O for Paré, and T for Tin Crime. And then I use my dummy index number, which is 105017. And then I press the enter key. Now I can go to the QBASIC and save it in my folder. So I click on save. It can be save as or save. So I use save and still work. Then you look for the folder that you have created on desktop. So you come to the path. There's 2 dots here. You type the one at the left. It takes you, or you press at the one at the left. It takes you to the next directory. And this is on the desktop. So we have to go through and look for FOT 105017. So this is the folder that we have to put our file, and it will be registered on the path here. So before you can QBASIC always, its file extension is .bas. So I'm not going to delete that. You need to go with it and then type sorted, because that's what, all in caps, so or capital letters, sorted, and then you press OK. So when you go to the folder, you see that your file is registered in the folder that you created on the desktop. And this folder is all where you save your solutions. So after the whole exams, you have to bend this on the CD, which will be taken to WAEC for assessment or for marking, if any way that you like it. So now let's go and run the program, whether it is possible. So I click on, you come to the run and start. Remember, you can use F5 as shortcut to run your program. So in my subsequent videos, I'm going to use F5 to run. I've showed you already. So I press on it, and you see that when you come down here, the status, you see that they said the creating.ext. ext is simply the executable files is loading. Yes, good. So it has loaded nicely. So now I can go back. I can go back to my question. So before that, let me open my question to the right so that we can type. So it says that enter the number of digits to sort. And when you look at the question, the number of digits is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 digits. So I type 6 and press the enter key and begin with my digits. The first digit is 20. Second is 30. Third is 5. Fourth is 16. And then we have 50. And then the last digit is 26. Boom. So now we have our solution printed on screen nicely. It means that our program is successfully run. So always pause, go through your solutions and check whether everything is working perfectly. When you have any problem, go line by line and fix your problems before your program run. So we have come to the end of this QBasic question. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you and God bless you.